The game Cartel Wars is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. You have to perform actions, you have to sell your dope on the market, and you have to fight a lot to up your stats. But there's a lot of good things you can do too, and one of those is connect with other players. To do that, you can either connect with people in your crew through your crew forums or through private messages. But if you want to talk to other players in the game, it's best to go to the Cartel forums. So you just hit forums, and then there's a whole list of things you can do. There's announcements from the developers of the game. You can talk about gameplay. There's a place for new players to chat. Buy, sell, and recruit, where you can buy and sell weapons. You can recruit new players. There's a non-English forum for our Spanish-speaking friends. Off topic, you can talk about pretty much whatever you want. Report issues if you have any problems with the game. Suggest improvements for the game, or you can trash talk other players. Trash talking is one of the best components of chatting in Cartel Wars, but I strongly suggest if you are a new player that you do not trash talk too much, or else you will be farmed by the vets. So another great thing about the game is Cartel Wars itself, and this is the property wars. The property wars where you get your hoods and blocks. Now, say you want a property. You just go to the city map, and you can go through the list of different hoods, and if you can't handle a hood, you can pick a block. So say we want to go to Country Bridge, we'll go to that hood, and to get to the blocks, you just click on View Blocks. There's 6 blocks in every hood. Now say you want a block, and nobody's going to help you get it. What you do is you pick a block, you find out who owns it, so this guy Numb Junk owns it, and then if you have enough spies, you can spy his hood to see what his defense is at. This guy has 26,000 defense, so it's not very high, and I could probably take that down myself. But say I found somebody with 100,000 defense, I'd probably have to use my whole crew to take down his defense and steal his block. And that's where it gets a lot of fun. But you can also make a lot of enemies when you're stealing hoods and blocks. But you get the green accolade on your profile when this green bar here when you own a property. Now another great thing about the game is it has a lot of contests, mostly fights within the crew or cartel. This means that for a limited time period, say like a week, your whole crew or your cartel will all compete in a fight contest. So you all want to get up as many wins as you can, and there's always great prizes. You can either win in-game cash, CP, weapons, or maybe even a block or two if your capo has one to hand out. Now, another great way to earn CP other than contests is through fighting. With every 500 wins, you can just go through the list of people and attack them. With every 500 wins, you get 30 CP, and with every 700 fights, you also get 30 CP. So it's great to up your fights because you get free CP. Now, if you don't want to fight too much, but you still want CP, you can go to Services and then buy Cartel Points. Cartel Points are not cheap to buy. As you can see, for 2,000, it's $49. But if you purchase them online, you get a 10% bonus. But they're not cheap, and that's why a lot of people prefer just to fight for them instead of spending cash. Now, when you have CP, you can spend it on many things. You can trade them for actual in-game cash, which I do not recommend. You can update your regeneration, so you can up your stamina for 6, you can get full health, reduce your heat, increase your stats. This is where most players like to start out with their CP. It's best to increase your stamina first and your slots. Your slots tells you how many weapons you can equip at one time. The max is 110, and your stamina is now maxed at 100. Now, after that, you want to increase your health and your heat. Health has a max of 300, and heat has no max. Other things you can do, you can change your name, you can change your crew name or your cartel name if you're Capo or Don. And there's temporary bonuses. For 2 CP, you can view full avatars of other players. So it just means they'll make it really big. For 50 or 250, you get immunity from attacks, and then for 50 CP, you can get bonus attack points or bonus defense points. But these ones don't really do very much, and most players aren't very happy with them. But there's lots of things you can do. You can also sell CP in the game, which is not recommended, but as long as you do it privately, it is allowed, and you can make some good cash doing that.